Hey guys, this is your boy Marcus, and this is me dissecting some screenshots from today from Gamescom. They came really early this morning when I just woke up and I was like, my God, I need to do this. So dissecting these screenshots, as you can see, it's Balotelli here taking a shot on goal most likely with Howdes, and I think that's Uchida, the right and centre back and right back for Schalke, and it sort of shows that Schalke will be actually licensed in PES 2014, which in my opinion is a really big license considering that Schalke, they were in the game last year, but they weren't really utilized properly. So that's good to see. The next image is actually of AC Milan and Juventus walking out onto the pitch. There's big El Shaarawy and Balotelli, and you see that the nice crowd is making a mosaic effect with AC Milan, a big massive, the black and red stripes and the white and red cross for the away kit, I believe is what it is, and it's really nice. It's looking really good. I'll give them that. I mean, all the character models actually look really impressive, especially the characters who are in the sun. I mean, the sun may look a bit blinding, but I mean that's a bit realistic. Like in real life, when the players play in the sun, they can't actually see. Well, they can see, but when from a television point of perspective, it sometimes takes a little while for it to actually focus, which I think is pretty cool. So the next one is Falcao taking a bicycle kick against PSG. So that of course shows that the League 1 is 100%, well, not 100% licensed, but there are some licenses there. I'm sure enough it's probably going to be the exact same. As well as, look at the left here. Look at Tulalan's shirt on the left hand side. Is that grass? Is that dirt? My God, there's dirt on jerseys. My God, so amazing. It is actually quite impressive. To be fair, that's not been done in the football game. I mean, it's not in earlier PESs. It's in like PES 5, if I can remember correctly, and I don't think it's in PES 6. I'm not really sure. I've not played that game in a while, but yeah, I mean that's impressive quite itself. I think it's in FIFA 14 next gen, not current gen. But of course, this shooting animation is more or less probably the exact same sort of overhead bicycle kick sort of thing, which has been in PES for several years now, but it does look quite fluid. Even though it's only a still image, you can see that Thiago Silva is trying to rush there and get to the ball before, like trying to at least have an attempt at blocking it. So of course that's another little small thing which I did enjoy. So the next image is of Gutsa on the ball, and again more dirt is on his left ankle, and there's even some dirt on the Schalke's. I think that's actually Julian Draxler there. He's coming back to defend, and Gutsa himself, I mean, he's stopping him getting to the ball. He's doing some good physical game. It looks good. I'm telling you that now. The physicality looks insane. This is probably like more or less completely finished. I don't see how they can. The only way they can improve is make it like so more lifelike, but I don't think that's actually going to happen. But yes, this game is looking insane. Next image is of the Inter Milan Juventus game, and it looks like Inter Milan. Again, this is at the San Siro, but it wouldn't be the San Siro, the Giuseppe Meazza, and of course there's a big Milano thing at the top, which I think is really cool. And of course, again, they're walking out. I'm not really sure who that is at the end for Inter Milan, but for Juventus, I think that's Barzagli at the back. I mean, it's looking really impressive. Like the stadium itself looks impressive. The men at the side, if you just sort of closed your eyes a little bit, you couldn't tell if that was real or fake, that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. So on the next image, and we have El Shaarawy, and he's making a tackle. I'm not really sure on who, but it's in that game between Juventus and AC Milan, and it looks like that is Abate in number 20, I think. But I mean, look at that. That image alone shows off how good the lighting is. You have each player and the ball making a shadow. Every single player is making a shadow, which I think is really cool. Pearl in the background. I'm not really sure who this number 2 is for AC Milan, so I'm not an AC Milan fan. And I was going to say this was Marquisio, but Marquisio doesn't have a crazy beard like that, so I'm not really sure. We might now, I don't actually know, but I'm not really sure who it is. I'll maybe get back, maybe it'll even pop up on the screen of who it is. But yes, the game, like I was saying, is looking fantastic. So the next image is of Carlos Tevez in a Juventus shirt, and he's stopping Lam from getting close to him. There's Gutsa as well on the right, Muller on the left, Pirlo behind him, and Schweinsteiger behind Pirlo. Now this is it looks like it's in the Il Nuova del Stade de Juventus home stadium now, and I mean, my God, like some people will be quite annoyed by the fact that Lam's face is a bit weird, but I think his face is only weird because He's trying to get to the ball and Tevez is stopping him. So Tevez is using some form of physical contact to try and stop Lam getting there, which is really cool. That's really cool. So let's go on to the next image now. Next image is of Robin van Persie on the ball, and he's going in between Pirlo and I'm not really sure who the number, it looks like 18 or 15 for Juventus. I can't really tell because I'm not a Juventus fan. I don't watch Serie A, but he is skinning Pirlo, and that's a new ball as well. I think that's one of the more that's a ball for this year, but of course this also tells you that Manchester United are licensed. I think that's Donnie Willow on, not Donnie Willow, that'll be Valencia on the left hand side and Kagawa on the right. And Van Persie himself, even though he did leave Arsenal and all that, I still think he is probably one of the best strikers in the world, and I do have to give him full props. Konami have done a really good job of replicating him like 100%. The faces I think are maybe a bit off is probably the best thing I could say, but the body types especially, they sort of show off that if you look from the name Pirlo and downwards, you couldn't tell if that was real or fake, which is a really good job on Konami's part. So here were the pre-order DLC, Manchester United third kit, the Juventus FC third kit, and the Inter Milan third kit. That sort of suggests that there will be third kits in the game, which hopefully is true, because they wouldn't say there aren't third kits, but hopefully it allows the edit team to also, or the editing teams, to get their option files out with all the third kits, which, if that happens, it will be insane, because third kits of course add even more authenticity to the game. So here are the European Classic kits, the pre-order DLC. Got the AC Milan 1899 kit, the SL Benfica 1961 kit, 1961-62 kit, AS Roma 1982-83 kit, and Manchester United 1998-99 kit, as well as some South American teams, which I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce because I don't know how to pronounce them. And the third last image is of Didier Drogba climbing over Rio Ferdinand, and what looks like a header on goal. There's Schneider in the background looking intently as Drogba heads the ball. Ever, of course, also looking intently, and Michael Carrick here is looking unbelievably insane. His character model, you saw an image from Adam Batty's Twitter yesterday, and it looked good. But I mean, this looks even better in motion. Well, this of course isn't even in motion. In motion, it will look even better, because usually still images show off all the faults with the game, but not this time. This game looks insane. I mean, you can't tell if that's real or fake. I can't tell if that's real or fake. We all know it's PES because it says PES in the top left, and then the last two images are basically Bayern Munich and Bayer Leverkusen walking out. Bayer Leverkusen are probably my second or third favourite team in the Bundesliga after Wolfsburg and Schalke. And Bayer Leverkusen, I do love them for Stefan Kiessling. Now, Kiessling, of course, was a big guy for me back in actually the days of playing FIFA Ultimate Team, and he always used to score goals for me, and I love Kiessling. So Kiessling will be in the game. He'll be 100% licensed, considering that Bayer Leverkusen are licensed, and that's another small step which Konami can take until they can eventually get either fully licensed Bundesliga, which will probably never happen, or they can get a Bundesliga with teams who are a bit like how the Premier League is. Of course, they've not revealed any news about that yet, so of course you never know. For all we know, they could still have an unlicensed Bundesliga. And the final image is of the cover, and the cover is a very plain cover in my personal opinion. It just says UEFA Champions League PES 2014, and it has the UEFA Champions League logo and the stadium, which is used in the promotion shots for the UEFA Champions League. So that was me going through all of these images from Gamescom, which came out earlier today. And the thing with it is that the thing which I enjoyed most about this is that I could easily do a PES 2013 versus PES 2014 video if you want me to, showing off what the players actually look like, the transitions which they've made from PES 2013 to PES 2014. If you want that, just write PES 2013 in the comment section below, and I will get down to that as quickly as possible. I'll probably comment tomorrow because it takes quite a while to do these videos. But if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and catch you later.